Are you serious? Are you serious? Everybody get some coffee this morning. What? Calm down. I mean, really, this is just a are you serious moment. Microsoft madness. And I mean, this is insane what's happening and the danger it brought. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. But first, let me put a shout out real fast for getnativepath.com/Paul. You can see it in the description below. Getnativepath.com/Paul. Heart disease, blood clots, strokes, kidney failure. This all can be found on the back of an ibuprofen bottle. And to top it all off, ibuprofen doesn't even get to the main cause of your pain and the swelling. It's only a temporary pain relief, and it's only masking the true problem, which is inflammation. This isn't a solution to your pain, but right now, you could go get this, getnativepath.com/Paul to learn more and to see your special offer for Paul Begley Prophecy listeners. It's not only ineffective, folks, it's expensive, downright dangerous, especially for seniors to continue to take some of these so-called pain relievers. Guys, instead, I'm going to encourage you to get getnativepath.com because we're talking about omega-3 fatty acids, but not just any form of omegas. These are omega-3 fatty acids sourced from wild-caught krill. The omega-3 content from krill oil has been shown to support healthy blood pressure, circulation, also brain health, as well as reduced inflammation, swelling, and joint pain. Guys, go to getnativepath.com. Click on the link below, getnativepath.com. You will be happy that I suggested this. I'll tell you that right now. All right. So what we have here, don't forget, get your tickets, guys, August 2nd. I mean, we're only 2 weeks away. We're only 2 weeks away from the best webinar of the year and the best one we've ever done on aliens. Aliens among us. And, of course, Stan Deyo, he's incredible. Harvard professor Avi Loeb knocks the ball out of the park. It's a incredible interview. Bishop Larry Ragland, he drives it home and proves it from the Word of God. BP Earthwatch, a tremendous testimonial and explanation of what he saw, those UFOs that BP Earthwatch physically saw. And then there's Mike from around the world who you heard last night say, I can't wait to tell you. I'm going to tell you stuff that's never been said before. And also Rex Bear, always interesting. L.A. Marzulli, an incredible 80 minutes of footage and conversation and interviews and actual Roswell shards from the crash. He went on site. Also, I'll be giving you a full update of everything on this subject. Bart Begley, a documentary, and an encore performance by Steve Bassett when he was at the congressional hearings on UFOs. All of it plus more. Are you serious? Get your tickets now, guys. Just go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. Get your tickets at my website, paulbegleyprophecy.com. You will see, when you go to paulbegleyprophecy.com, you'll see a purple banner going across the screen. Click it. Get your ticket, and you'll be glad you did. All right, let me tell you what's going on with Microsoft in this whole situation, because it is stunning that we have to have this conversation even. Stunning. But here's the deal. Microsoft, I'm calling this the Microsoft madness, but there's been a global, and just give me 1 second here because I'm going to just shift something around where it makes it a little easier for me to give you this. Okay. The Microsoft outage has hit the airlines, hit the banks, and the hospitals, and a lot of other businesses, guys. The media is playing this down, but I'm not going to. This is insane what has just happened. Here we go. This is 15 minutes ago. It was just reported that in the city of Philadelphia, says it has been impacted by this international IT Microsoft breakdown issue. Its 911 and life and public safety systems are still remaining functional, but the city staff and employees are to still report to work to assist with critical support tasks related to this outage. Okay? Meanwhile, traveler William Skakora, who is a Philadelphia International Airport and trying to fly, he's trying to fly home to Los Angeles today, told reporters that the media said it's only getting crazier in here. He added there are people still sitting at their gates. They can't get the planes into the gates because there's no gates available. We got planes that had to land without proper connection with the tower because you have to understand AI, the planes are coordinated with the runways and the towers. I mean, when that gets severed, this thing goes on a dangerous situation trying to get all them planes out of the air. At just about 15 minutes ago, there have been more than 1,384 cancellations of flights in or out of the United States, okay, including at least 39 cancellations at Philadelphia International Airport, according to flight tracking software. Today's cyber outage could be the largest in history, according to cybersecurity. The global cyber outage that caused disruptions in the airline industry, the businesses across the country, emergency services of 911 in several different communities, could be the largest IT outage in history, according to Troy Hunt, who's a cybersecurity expert. I don't think it's too early to call it. This is the largest IT outage ever. This is madness. I'm calling it, folks, the Microsoft madness, because it is Microsoft that is the problem. They're blaming it on a Microsoft update. Okay, but I just don't know about that. I don't see how. How could you have it set up that an update would bring the nation to a state of chaos? This is basically what we're all worried about. This is the Y2K moment, except it actually happened today. It remains to be seen whether the scale and impact of this outage will reach the level of the NotPetya cyber attack back in 2017, which the Kremlin in Moscow was widely considered to have been behind it. And I'm saying that this has got to be a cyber attack. But in 2017, the attack initially targeted computers in Ukraine. I mean, this is huge, Heidi. You got planes couldn't get down out of the air. You have businesses. You have a bunch of communities now across the country. The 911 services don't work. You have hospitals that are affected. It goes on and on and on. This thing is widening as we go. And Paul Begley can't get breakfast. What? Now? Oh, wait a minute. I got to have eggs and bacon. My mind is aching. My back is breaking. The devil, I want to smack him and break him and take him and yank him and... Are you serious? Paul Begley can't get breakfast because of this thing. What? There's another mass internet outage back in 2021 across the world following the bad software update called Fastly, a company which runs a content delivery network of servers and data. And in January of 23, a computer outage at the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration caused thousands of cancellations or delayed flights, but did not directly affect other sectors. The FAA said at the time that they had traced the fault to the damaged database file and that there was no evidence of cyber attack. I don't believe this, guys. I'm not buying it. There's got to be a cybersecurity breach that's causing this stuff. Anyway, it's resulted in chaos at car dealerships this morning. Impossible it's difficult to track customer interactions, orders, and sales. Also, the CDK Global appeared to have paid $25 million ransom to hackers in order for the outage to end. We're already hearing that right now. Why would you have to pay $25 million in a ransom to hackers if there wasn't something going on? Now, that was last month. Okay. Now, 38 minutes ago, President Joe Biden was briefed on this tech outage and was asked, could he fix it? U.S. President Joe Biden has been briefed on it, was asked, could he fix it? And I'm still waiting to see. The president's team is also engaged with agencies to get the sector-by-sector updates throughout the day. In other words, how many industries are affected by this Microsoft madness? Biden still remains, though, at his residence there in Delaware, where he's self-isolating because he, of course, tested positive for COVID. And he's got Barack Obama trying to shove him off the ticket. Now, in more information, we have reports that the 911 services has finally been restored in Phoenix after hours without 911 system in a city the size of Phoenix, in Phoenix. But the systems have just been restored. Chaos. And people could not call. And if you still don't have if you have a non-emergency assistant, please don't call right now. So in other words, they're still got complications. Matter of fact, in Latin American airlines, the global outage could be causing delays, but Latin American airline flights and the Chilean carrier announced today passengers need to check their flight statuses. It looks like a lot of things are being rescheduled and canceled, and it's just chaos down there. The U.S. stock market will be open and did open today. The New York Stock Exchange expects a smooth start for trading today, despite this tech outage affecting all the airlines and banks, 911, emergency systems, and different types of businesses across the world. Apparently did not affect the stock exchange. Okay. U.S. Department of Homeland Security said they're working on it with CrowdStrike and other agencies to assess the outages. Is breakfast done? Oh, no, it's getting cold. Guys, I'll be back with more. But as I'm trying to tell you, this is Microsoft madness. And it's not over. Give your life to Jesus Christ, because this is just the beginning of the madness. I think this is just the beginning of all the problems we're going to see because of AI.